Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard, and I still have several of these to melt that I'm working on from the last video. But here is the small piece that I was going to use for this video, and I was going to do it completely after everything, but it's not necessary. I've decided I'm going to do it at the end of the video that you saw 2 days ago. So I am just progressing from that video into this video seamlessly, basically, because although I finished the video 2 days ago, the video that you've seen 2 days ago, I am now in the front room in there processing that. I'm gonna go through it, edit it, and then render it and all that while all of this is going on. So I was going to use this for the project that I'm about to do, but I've decided that to make it easier for me, I'm just going to do the project that I'm going to be doing for this video at the end of finishing up the project that I did for you 2 days ago, but for me, I'm still working on. Confusing? Yes. So here is the lead melter, and I am in the process of melting the last bit of that lead. So let me take this small piece here and go ahead and put it in there. Woo! A little bit of moisture gets stuck up in there. Anyway, we're gonna let that melt, and I think I'm gonna add one more. There we go. And we're going to let that all melt before we start this project. Alright, so it's been, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. This is melted pretty good. I need it to be liquid. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my container here. It has my propane torch, and we're going to use that here real quick.
Yeah, you do it like a boomerang.
And we're going to make a couple lead balls, musket balls. We're actually really going to use them for slingshot, but I've never used this before. I'm not going to be skilled at it, so it may not come out fantastic, maybe a little wonky. I am under the impression that you want to get these hot before you actually pour lead into them. So we're going to turn this on. We're going to heat this up a little bit. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little dinky little ladle, and I'm going to get some lead in it. And that wasn't hot enough. Again, made for right-handed people, gosh darn it. I don't know if that worked. Well, we'll see if it worked. We'll cut this off. This part here, I'm going to have to hit it with. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. Didn't get enough lead in there. Nope. Well, we dumped that out. Hold on. Let's take a look here real quick. Alright, so pull them out of the water. Didn't quite get enough lead to make a full round. So We'll drop those in there, and we'll try it again. So we'll have to try this a few times, I'm sure, until I get good enough to actually make this work. But let's get some of this. There we go. Nope, it doesn't seem to want to go in there. Well, just little drips are going in. I can't get it to go in decent enough to make an actual ball. So I don't know if it's me or what. Well, it has to be me, right? It has to be. Yeah, I don't see the lead needing to be any hotter than it is. It's as liquid as it's going to get. Maybe this has to be a little hotter. I don't know. Let's try to heat this up a little bit. Try it one more time. Still didn't seem like there was enough going through there. Nope. Still not enough going through there. Well, we'll have to work on it. Very first time I've ever tried it. Clearly there's something I'm not doing that I need to do. But we'll keep playing with it. Eventually I'll figure it out. Eventually it'll work. Maybe I don't know. The lead's cooling down way too quick. I can tell you that much. I can't get any closer to the freaking fire unless I just dip this into it. So I don't know. We'll play with this a little bit. I seriously doubt whether I'm going to get an actual ball out of this yet. I don't know. To me, the hole looks too small. I'll be honest. The holes just look too small. I don't know. We'll see what we got. We'll play with it. Okay, so I was thinking maybe this isn't hot enough. Oh yeah, now it's hot. Maybe that's what I need, so we'll see. Oh, that seems to work better. Oh, I think that worked a little better. I can't guarantee that it actually did great, but dude, that actually worked a lot better. A lot better. So that must have been the problem. So first thing we're going to do, drop that leftover in there. Let's reach down in here and grab these balls. Alright, well, right away, this one didn't turn out completely. So it goes back in there. This one isn't 100%, but this is as close as I can get right now at like a try. Now, since I'm not actually shooting these out of a muzzle loader, doesn't really matter. This would make for a decent slingshot. So again, I would prefer it to be a little more round and a little more precise so that there won't be any wonkiness. But for the very first attempt, that's not bad. So the key was getting this thing hot. That one wasn't hot enough to keep it liquefied. So here is the first usable slingshot ball. Little 50 cal lead slingshot ball. Let's go try this out right now. Alright, so there's the ball. Now before too far, here's number 4 as far as the lead weight goes that I'm making. I still have 3 more pieces that I have to finish up from the last project, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna finish that up tonight, but right now we are gonna go shoot this lead ball right now. We're gonna go find something, some target. Alright, so I got my slingshot and I got that one ball. We're gonna go use that on something. I'll find a tree or something to hit. But when I was first talking about getting a 50 cal muzzle loader round ball mold, people were telling me, "Oh, you can't use that. That's too big for a slingshot. That's going to be too big. It's going to be too heavy." Now, now that I've got one in my hand and I've actually felt it in my slingshot, it's in here. I'm thinking that this 50 cal round ball is perfect. It's the perfect size. This is it's actually smaller than the marbles I've been shooting. So I think I am gonna have a blast with these things. I mean a blast. Now I am gonna have to practice. Like I said, today was the very first day I even used that mold. Very first, let's see, what was it, 2 or 3? 2 or 3, the first 2 or 3 attempts didn't work out because I didn't have the spoon hot enough. And then I realized, hey, wait a minute, maybe if I heat that spoon up, this is the first one that actually came out and worked. And again, a little not quite, great on the top there, but overall, as a very first attempt, I haven't done too bad. I'm only going to get better with practice, and I'm going to get practice. So let's go find something to hit with this for our inaugural 50 cal lead ball slingshot. Let's go. So I think we're going to use this tree right here as our first use. I could pull out my slingshot box and be sure to recover, hopefully recover this first ball. I'd like to recover it, but I want to use it in an area where I can see if it's going to do something. And this tree here, I should try to hit the tree in this area here, and you should be able to see that. Hopefully I'll be able to recover this ball, but it's not going to be 100% absolutely have to. Now I'm not going to be real far away. I'm going to be pretty close. Let's see here. Let's paste this off. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paces. About 30 feet away. Let's see what we got. Oh, yes. Now, I'm not going to recover that, I'm sure. Okay. I would have never known if it was going to cause damage if I used my box, because it would just hit a cloth and fall to the ground. But anyway, look at that. Yeah, that That is definitely good. Now, one thing I do think I should do, and I'm going to do it right now, I'm going to go get one of my glass beads, and we're going to do the same thing with the glass bead and maybe a rock and see what the difference in damage is. So let's go do that right now. Alright, so we're back. Now, I was not paying attention to what I was saying. I wasn't 30 feet away, I was 15 feet away, so duh. Anyway, I'm going to use a rock this time. So let's see what we get when we use just a regular rock I pick up off the ground. Alright, here we go. Let's step back to the 15 feet. Hey, I didn't hit my target area. Let me do that again. I'm not an expert at this yet, nor will I ever be an expert, but I'm not proficient. We'll put it that away. There we go. Oh, yeah, that didn't really do anything. That didn't leave a mark. It bounced off. So now I'm gonna try one of these Dollar Tree round glass marbles, which are bigger than that 50 cal lead bullet, lead round. So let's see what we get here. Oh, I can recover that. Yep. Oh, I get it back. Yay. All right. So I recovered that round ball, that glass bead there. So let's go up and take a look and see what we got. Again, we're only 15 feet away, but those other things didn't do a thing to the tree. That lead ball did. So I'm expecting that when I use just the rocks, and I've been using rocks decently. Just these little, I found a bunch of these. I tried to find them that were generally this size and somewhat roundish. I got a little baggie of those. I've been using those mainly, and I have found that anything from a squirrel to a goose just gets pissed off when you hit them with it. Now, these little round balls, these little round glass beads, again, I haven't been using these a lot because I didn't want to waste them with target practice. But I think the round beads would be nice to use as target practice more so than just the rocks, because with the round balls I'm going to get a consistency, the same consistency that I should be getting from those lead balls that I'm going to be using. These are bigger. These are definitely bigger. I'm going to guess that maybe the size of the ball would make a little bit of difference, but I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. So I've just proven to myself today that a rock, a glass bead or marble, or a lead shot, which one actually does damage. And clearly you just saw the rock does not do damage, the glass bead does not do damage, the lead ball will rip the shit out of something. Alright, so there we go. I am going to be making a lot of round ball. Alright, so I'm in the process of melting the last 3 pieces of lead that I have like this. I have this one here, I have one I just put in, and I have one that's already melted. So I don't see a reason why I should make another mold out of this iron skillet when I'm completely ready and prepared to heat this up and make some more ball. I might as well just make the ball now instead of making the iron skillet mold and then melting that later and then making the molds later. I'm gonna go ahead and make some ball tonight. Why not? What else do I got to do? The only other project I'd really planned on doing after I'd got this melted and done was going out and getting some dirt and extracting it and getting some clay that I am not going to powder, but I am going to use in solid form without powdering it or anything. And I'm gonna make some little bowls. I think I might try to make some bowls this size. I don't know, maybe just not with the lip and not with a handle. I don't know, we'll see. Regardless, I was also considering using something this size. This craft, yeah, this is a mayonnaise jar. One of the smaller I wouldn't say small, but medium mayonnaise jars. Maybe using something like that. Anyway, whatever I decide to do with that clay, that's going to be completely another video. I am going to make some more round shot. Might do a little piece of a video showing you making a couple of them. Like I said, they're not going to be perfect. They don't need to be perfect. But I will just get better the more I do it. And see here, I've got 3. Do I have 3 or 4? If I made 3 or 4 of them at this point, I don't know. This is either number 4 or 5. I don't remember. But that's plenty enough to melt and make a lot of slingshot rounds with. So we'll get this all melted. I'll make a few balls and we'll see what we got here later on. All right, so I've stopped caring about remelting the sludge that I get off of the top, because there's still a little bit of lead in that, like that, and I dig a little bit. Anyway, I stopped caring about dealing with that. It's just trouble I don't need. So this is all lead right here, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and heat my spoon up, and we are going to work on making a few more balls. I definitely got to make sure this thing is hot. This has got to be hot. There we go. Let's see. I don't know if that was good enough for a couple balls. We'll have to check it and see. Oh, those were nice. Alright, so I just pulled these out of the water. Again, they're not perfect on the tops. They're not perfect on the tops. But these are going to make some fantastic slingshot ammo. Absolutely. So, what did I even have in this? I don't even know what this was being used for. I will be honest, I don't know. Let's see here. Any clue, Richard? Oh, yes. That's where my... Okay, I can't use that. That's for my torch. This here. I can put my round ball on that. Alright, so I'm going to make a bunch of round ball. And I got a second battery that's ready to die. I've been at this most of the day. I got another battery about to die. I'm going to make as many round ball as I can from what I've got. And from what's right here, and at the end of it I'll show you how many balls I get, and yeah, we'll see what else we're gonna do. I think it's gonna be the end for today, so I'll show you how many balls we get at the end of this. So the big key is to try to keep this damn thing hot, which is difficult to do. So what I think is I'm gonna dip into this some lead, put it directly onto the fire, and try to keep it hot. Now, and it's not, this is working. But I have to do this after every couple. Yeah, we got to get this really red hot. And then this dips into the liquid. Pour the liquid into the mold. Break those off and bingo bango. Dump those into the bucket. So let's take a look at how many balls we have. We don't have a lot. I got maybe a dozen. We'll take a look. So I've got 20 of them. These 10 are decent and acceptable. These 10 aren't. So here's a good example of and the tops are getting more round now that I'm a little more practiced, but not a great amount, but it's better. But here's a decent one. That's 10 of those, and then I have 10 of these little partial ones that don't seem to really be doing all. This one really sucks. Look at that little D thing. So anyway, these 10 just get dumped back into the bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they get melted and we start over. So right now I have a dozen because I've got 2 already in there. We'll add these 10. There's a dozen round shot right there. Honestly, right now, I'm just going to melt this stuff until it becomes a nice liquid, consistent liquid. And I'm just going to dump it into this pan. And oh, there's a piece that popped off I need to drop into. There we go. So I'm just going to make a mold out of it. And I will stick with these dozen rounds. I've been melting this lead all day long. And I'll be honest, I'm just not really in the mood to sit here and make a bunch of round ball. I'm not. I got a dozen, and I'm happy with that. Absolutely happy with that. I'm gonna finish this off by skimming what little is possibly on it that doesn't need to be there. We'll skim that off. Let's see what we got here. We will skim the top here just a tad bit. There we go. Got a little bit. Probably drew a little bit of lead with it, but yeah. And we're just going to go ahead and pour this into the mold. And I think that's good. I think that would be good. So let's go ahead and take that and dump it in the water. There we go. Turn off the machine, unplug it. Gonna let it cool down. We'll pull this lid. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, man. Dry it off. Go stick this with the other ones. And we'll call today's work with this lead done. Relax. I'm still editing video. I got to edit this video, so I got these two videos, the one I'm working on now, and then this one here I've got to get edited. And I don't think I'm gonna do anything else tonight. I don't know. I might go on my 2-mile walk. I might be able to get that done tonight. I'm a little tired right now, but I think I'm gonna drink some water, relax while I'm editing at least the video that I'm working on right now, and then do my 2-mile walk, and then come back and edit this video, and then I think I'm gonna hit the rack. So anyway, thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's your own backyard.